mean, what a way actually
Yeah,
today.
it's good, not wasting time.
So efficient.
And you're very disciplined. You eat well. You exercise.
Like that's how we've got the reputation that we have today, and just through hard work and dedication.
Meet the queen of skin, Rebecca Walker. With 12 years in aesthetics, she's one of the UK's go-to skincare experts and a pioneer in microneedling.
Is that the one where your face looks red as a monkey's backside?
We have studies now that we create 400% increase in collagen. So that's
From microneedling?
huge. Yeah.
Today, I have a very special guest, a very beautiful lady, and I'd like to welcome everybody to the Bricks to Riches podcast. Rebecca Walker, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Great to have you here. Eventually, we meet, because I've been to Dubai many times. The only way I could get you out to meet me was on the podcast.
Always business.
Yeah, exactly. Business comes first. I like it.
For sure.
So, Rebecca, tell me this. You're very well known in the aesthetic skin industry. You've got thousands of followers on Instagram, and everywhere where you go in England, like if I'm in Mayfair, if I go to an aesthetics clinic, if I'm in Cheshire, Hale, or even in Dubai, you're well known in this industry. So you're very famous in this industry. How did you get this name? How did you make your way to the top of skincare?
Well, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm like not that well known, but that's really nice. So thank you.
Yeah.
But I guess it's through years of, I've been in the industry for nearly 12 years. And I've got incredible clients, incredibly loyal, amazing rapport with my clients. And we've built the reputation that I've got today from organically, but from the knowledge that I've created along the way and protocols that I've put together, and working with some of the most incredible brands in the world. Also some really well-known doctors. I only work with medics. So I work with some really, really well-known doctors that you know yourself as well. And we all help each other along the way and all support each other and elevate the businesses together. So I feel like that's how we've got the reputation that we have today. And just through hard work and dedication. And it's not a job, it's my life. Like
But before we go
all
into
the time.
business, Rebecca, can I just say you actually don't look like an aesthetics girl. You look like a TV presenter or an actress. Yeah, so because you're very pretty and you look good. You look good on the camera. You look like somebody. Do you remember, as a kid, I used to watch this program called Price is Right. You looked like somebody like that who could be on television.
Was it Bruce's Price?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, Bruce. Yeah.
Am I showing my age?
No, but you look good. And you're very disciplined. You eat well. You exercise. I see all the time on Instagram. You're very active.
Yeah, incredibly disciplined.
Yes.
So more so with my structure of time. But yeah, I mean, I fly a lot, and then for tonight, example, I'm flying back to London. I'll literally jump off a plane and go straight into clinic. So I've got to make sure that I have enough sleep. I'm really regimented about my sleep. And I love working out.
So that means business
day.
class for you only, darling, if you're flying today.
Oh, only turn left.
So, going into skincare, you specialize aesthetics. You just do skincare. You don't do Botox, fillers, or anything like that.
Yeah, no. So I'm a non-medic.
Yes.
So I actually started off in the spa industry. I came out of school, did A-levels, was meant to go on to university. I think much to the disgust of my father, I didn't go to university. And I said that I was going to go to college to study beauty. So I actually went down the more holistic spa route to start off with. Got headhunted to work for a 5-star spa. Worked for some really big brands, skincare brands in the industry. And then I actually came out for a bit. Realised there wasn't that much money, 15 years ago in the spa industry. There just wasn't. And it was really hard work. I was working nearly 10 hours a day massaging or doing treatments. You had to massage for 6 hours a day.
Good exercise.
Great exercise. Maybe that's where I got it from.
That's why you're so slim.
Maybe, yeah.
But your success story, Rebecca, is very good because you made it from grassroots levels. You made your way to the top because obviously you got a better understanding. So you basically started when you left A-levels, did you? Yeah.
Yeah, so I did my A-levels, and then was meant to go to university. Didn't go to university and decided to go down this route instead.
But it's good that you've been in the industry for so long and came from basics to where you are today. So that gives you a better understanding of the industry, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And to see the industry evolve to what it is today, and see how it's changing constantly, but how much it's changed from when I even started in it. But I think it's always good for a practitioner to go through that route and that journey, and also how to build relationships with clients, because I've learned how to deal with people along the way. And you meet all sorts of life that walks through the door. I have no idea who's going to walk through the door. Some people have become, my best friends. My clients become my best friends. I've had business opportunities, all sorts.
I bet guys just book in with you just to ask you out on a date.
Do you think?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Tip. I mean, isn't it weird how all of a sudden I've just had loads of male bookings?
But the thing is, I can't afford your facials, Rebecca.
I know, we are expensive.
How much do you charge?
Well, our highest is around 500-600
For a facial?
for a facial.
Is that a hydrofacial?
No, that is including needling, a consultation, medical grade skincare. A lot of the facials that I do, well, all of the facials that I do and the protocols that I've put together, everything that I do is medical grade. So all the products that we use are incredibly active. They're actually prescription skincare.
Yes.
And the treatments that I perform, I specialise in microneedling. So there's no fluffy
Is
facial.
that the one where your face looks red as a monkey's backside once it's been finished with the micro needles, and it takes time, downtime?
It's a great look, yeah.
Yeah. But the after effect looks good though, doesn't it?
Well, you create just from one treatment. We have studies now that we create 400% increase in collagen. So that's
From microneedling?
huge. Yeah.
Right.
So everybody's different, and obviously everybody has to come in for a consultation. But the increase in collagen is huge. So it's quite dramatic.
And do you replace that with supplements or with this aesthetics treatments? How do you replace the collagen?
So you can, I always go as a pillar approach. So it's not just one thing now. We go in and support with, nutritional advice, supplements. You have to go in as a trauma treatment as such, using something like microneedling, and then topical creams, vitamin A's, retinols, to stimulate the skin, which then creates collagen.
Right. So you have to follow the full protocol, really. You have to basically, you can't just go and have all these treatments and get drunk at the weekend or eat junk food. It's all a holistic approach. It's the diet, it's the sleep, it's the nutritional support, and it's all the treatments.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I always say when a client comes into me, so if you came into me, I'd always say, I'm almost like your PT for your skin.
Yeah.
So when you go to the gym, you create trauma in the muscles and they repair themselves. And the PT will kind of sculpt the body that you're after. So we do the same, but with skin. So we create the trauma in clinic, and then you would go home and feed the skin topically with active ingredients that penetrate down into our dermis layer of skin where our collagen is produced. And that's how we get the result. So we're using...
After how long after microneedling would you see the benefits?
So realistically, after one treatment, you're going to get an increase of collagen. And actually your best result after microneedling is 12 months after your sessions.
12 months after?
12 months. So that's how much we're charging the cells. And then 12 months later, you see your optimum results. But you'll initially see some changes as well. But we would always advise to have a course. One microneedling session isn't really going to do much to the skin, but having 3-6 sessions every 4 weeks, or we change protocol from person to person.
So you'd have to have how many sessions incomplete of the microneedle? Let's use me as an example.
Yeah.
If I say to Rebecca, I want you to make me look 10 years younger, what treatment would you give me?
5,000 microneedling.
No, besides the skincare, Rebecca, seriously, what would you give?
You can't polish a turd.
She's rude, isn't she? She's mean. So, Rebecca, what would you do, darling?
So, for someone like yourself, if you came in, okay, so what's your concern?
Just to look younger, that's it.
Okay.
But also, I'm losing weight at the moment. I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
And I don't want to actually have fillers or anything like that. I like to have normal treatments without any injectables. So, currently, the treatments I have through our mutual friend, Bank Medispa, with Dr. Ahmed, I have hydrofacials every 2 weeks. That's what I go for. And I eat well, I sleep well, and I don't drink anymore because I'm trying to look beautiful like your male version of you. So what I've tried to do is try and live a holistic life.
Okay, so for someone like yourself, your hydrofacials are fantastic. So I always
Seven-step hydrofacial, I have it every 2 weeks religiously.
love that.
And when I'm in London, because I'm in London a lot, I have an account with Face Gym, and I go there once a week just for a deep muscular massage.
How do you feel after that?
I love it. I love it. Find it really relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like your face looks slimmer after you've been?
I've never really measured it, but I'll check it. I'll take it. I'll check it.
Okay, so when we stimulate the
Yeah,
lymphatic nodes and we do lymphatic drainage on the face, you can give an appearance of your face because we've moved the water retention. The face can look slimmer. So I didn't know whether you came out looking like a Victoria's Secret model.
No, but you still said I needed 10,000 needles, so I need a lot more face.
I mean, by the time we finished, I think you might be dead.
But Joe, today's modern world, Rebecca,
Yeah.
back in the day, if a man said he was going to facials or face gym, it'd be like, oh, that's a bit feminine.
Yeah.
Or looked down on. But today's modern technology, men are having Botox, fillers, hydrofacials, everything, even bum implants are having. But what I'm asking, what's your view on that in your treatment? You've been in it for such a long time. Do you think more men are coming out and having treatments?
100%, 100%. And I think that it's completely changed. When I first went into the industry, even back in the days that I worked in the spa, you know, it was very rare for a male to have a facial. Now it's the norm, and you guys are probably having as many treatments as us women now. It's totally socially acceptable, and so it should be.
Exactly.
So yeah, we see, I mean, I would say I'm 50-50 with male-female ratio. Yeah, lots of males. Maybe my inquiries will go up after this.
Yeah, well, you'll get
Yeah.
lots of handsome young men like myself coming to your clinic.
Going on a lifelong
exactly.
protocol of microneedling.
Yeah, because I see how beautiful you are. And
Yeah.
just to get in contact with you, have a conversation with you, the book with you, and you can charge them £500.
That's my business model,
Yeah.
really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So any girls out there,
Girls or guys? Anybody?
any
really-
girls in my industry, I
Oh,
guess,
yeah.
that want to increase their bookings through males, they should, I guess, just put out there that they'd like a date.
Exactly.
And then they should just book in for a treatment. I mean, what a way actually
Yeah,
to
it's
date.
good. Yeah, it's a good way today, actually. And it's more time efficient as well. You're not wasting time.
So efficient.
Because you're not going out chatting rubbish. You could talk whilst having the treatment.
Absolutely. And I'm not wasting calories through
Yeah,
drinking.
exactly.
You're saving money because you're not having to go pay for dinner.
But I'm paying £500 for the facial.
Yeah, but you're going to look fabulous afterwards. So really, it's a win-win
Yeah,
situation for both parties.
And do you know actually what I do, Rebecca? Do you know when I'm going out, let's say in Manchester, I actually book a hydrofacial that Saturday, the last appointment, because after the hydrofacial, you can't have a workout. That's what Dr. Ahmed told me.
I thought you were going to say you booked the last appointment, so if you fancy the girl that's
No,
doing it, you
just
can
last
ask her
appointment.
out.
Then I go a night out, and then my people say, "Oh, your skin looks amazing."
Yeah.
Because they put that cleanser and everything,
Yeah.
7-step, and it looks good. So I go out then.
Your skin actually does look fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean, you are welcome to come in to have a needling treatment, and we can do a prolonged protocol.
But you're going to England now, darling.
This is very true.
But I use this Zoe skincare, the
Yeah.
one that you and Dr. Ahmed put me
Yeah.
onto. So I use that, the face wash, the moisturizer, the sun serum, the eye cream, the full shebang, the cleansing pads.
Yeah.
But some specialist skin dermatologists say that when you're using any aesthetics treatment, any creams, you should change them every 3 to 6 months. Do you believe that, or is that a myth?
No, I think that I noticed, and I do believe from being in the industry for as long as we have and working on different protocols and going to the conferences that we do, that your skin definitely changes. You know, skin is your biggest organ. So your skin is changing as the seasons change or
Yes.
your environment changes. And we live in a really harsh environment, especially here in Dubai. But even in London, you know, you're living
Yes.
in really harsh environments with your phones in your faces, your iPads,
The pollution.
pollution. A lot of people fly now, you know,
Yes.
a lot more than what they used to. People go on holiday a lot more. What we have noticed which I've spoke about before, is the rise in skin cancer. And I specialise in scarring. So a lot of my clients will come to me after they've had skin cancer removed. And that we have seen an increase of. So it's really important to wear your SPF.
Yeah, and also, when you go out in England, like January, December, when it's so cold, your skin gets dry as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And well, that's it's because of a number of reasons, but you're going from hot to cold, and your skin is changing with the seasons. With it hitting winter, it's harsh.
So be more
skin.
moisturised then.
No, we actually shouldn't use moisturiser.
In winter, no.
No.
Because my lips get dry as well sometimes, and I put moisturiser on those.
Well, barrier creams, yes. Can we say brands on here?
Yeah, of course you can. You can say whatever you want. It's an uncensored podcast.
Oh, fabulous.
But going back to that point, you made a very interesting point,
Okay.
darling, about SPF. Because a lot of people who don't understand skin the way you do, they think, SPF should only be worn in the sun in the summer months, but really it should be worn every day, 365 days of the year.
Absolutely.
And
so, yeah.
Because people didn't understand that before. They thought it was just supposed to be worn in the summertime when the sun's out in December to protect your skin.
Absolutely. No, you should wear it all year round. And an SPF being in your makeup or tinted moisturiser isn't enough. You actually have to put medical grade SPF on top and apply a few times throughout the day.
Right, okay.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, and the skincare, Zoe, you should use that morning and night.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, morning and night protocols, yeah.
So what's your niche? What's your speciality in the skincare industry? You said you do microneedling. Is that your speciality?
Yeah, so I specialise in microneedling, and I'm also an advanced expert for Zeo Skin Health, which myself and Dr. A use. And in actual fact, in all of my clinics, we all use Zeo Skin Health. So I specialise in their protocols and have done for about 8 years now. I personally think it's an incredibly results-driven skincare brand. So I like to use it. You can use it on the face. You can use it on the body. I use it a lot.
It's medical grade, isn't it?
Medical grade, yeah.
But if you use it on the body, it'll be very expensive.
Well, I mean, I use it for patients for breast augmentation scars, C-section scars, stretch marks. You can use vitamin A's and topicals for small areas. Or I've got lots of patients that have acne on their backs, cellulite. So there's body treatments or body products as well as face.
Okay, we were talking about microneedling. I have a doctor friend on Harley Street.
Yeah.
And he told me, just because he goes out with me socially, whenever I go out to Harry's Bar in Mayfair, he'll come with me. And he says to me, I should not do microneedling. And I said, why is that? He said, because long term it causes the research, because the science changes so much. I don't know whether, because it's different schools of thoughts. He says to me, long term it ages the skin and inflames it. That's what new science says. But what's your take on that?
I think there's new science coming out all the time, isn't there? And I personally have had such a journey with microneedling. With my mum actually had a scar from skin cancer, and she had nose reconstruction, and she had the most incredible results from it. Now that was 10 years ago, and her skin looks fantastic now, and you can barely see that there's been any reconstruction. So I have heard this research, but who knows?
Long time will tell. It's like, for example, a lot of people are taking Zempic and all these injections to lose weight. Nobody knows what the long-term effects will be. There'll be damage to people because obviously you're taking a drug in your body. So same principles apply in time. Let's say microneedling, people have done it now. In 5-10 years' time, you'll know the difference, won't you?
Absolutely. There is so much research. I work for a needling brand, and there is so many clinical papers to say that needling is one of the safest treatments out to market.
Everyone's got a
there's so many opinions to every treatment, but from being in the industry as long as I have, this is one of the safest treatments, and it's a great treatment for you guys, for my male clients, because it's minimal downtime. You get great results naturally. So your skin and, your whole face or your neck or wherever you're doing is just going to look its best form.
Okay. And also, you obviously are skin specialists around the globe, England and Dubai. you work in various different clinics. Are you constantly on the tools, or do you think one day you'll become a teacher and teach people and franchise your brand? So basically, you can become a professor and then teach the younger generation.
I don't think I'd like to franchise the brand because I don't want it to be diluted. And I think especially in this industry, you're buying into your doctor or your esthetician,
Yes.
or I think that chain clinic is starting to die out now. I think people like people.
Yes,
And
it's about relationships, connection.
absolutely. And, you know, people come in to the clinic. First of all, these clinics are incredibly intimidating. And they're probably coming in with a problem. And we're going to strip them of their makeup or whatever. And they've got to feel comfortable with me. So I don't know. I don't know whether I'd like to franchise. What I would really like to do and what I'm going into is education. And I'm a massive advocate for the beauty. I would love to be an advocate for the beauty industry. And that's what the route I'm going down at the moment, to really focus on that perception of us girls or guys in the industry. You know, you are seen as a bit of a college dropout by going to a beauty school and studying beauty, because there is that perception around it. And, you know, my family were the same when I decided to do it. But I think we really need to push, you know, that this industry needs to be more well respected. And I hope to be a speaker for that going forward.
Yeah, good speaker. I can tell right now you speak very well.
Tell.
Very eloquent. Now, also,
So
Rebecca.
angelic.
So, Rebecca,
Just an all-rounder.
the other thing I want to ask you, darling, is the aesthetics industry globally around the world.
Yeah.
From London, I know lots of clinics. In Knightsbridge, I know a clinic I sold a guy a property to, and Manchester, Hale, everywhere. Even Dubai, there's lots. Do you not think it's oversaturated? There's loads. If I want to go and have a facial, hydrofacial, if I want to go and have Botox, filler, or any aesthetics treatment, it's available very easily, and there's a lot of competition.
Absolutely. I was actually talking about it to somebody today.
So how can people make money? So saturated.
It's incredibly saturated. It is an incredibly
Yes.
saturated market. And I say to anybody that messages me or talks to me about it, if they're wanting to go into the industry, I think first of all, there's a perception that you can literally go and do a 3-day course and you can come out and be a skin specialist. You know, that's not the case. And I think you guys as the consumers now know that, you know, you're a lot more educated.
Yeah, because everything's on your fingertips. You've got YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you search skin specialist, you've got everything available on your fingertips on your phone.
Absolutely. But not only that, I think you guys also, you Google a lot more, you know, you use, you know, the platforms to educate yourself before you even come and see someone like myself. So, and you're probably looking for the best treatment, which you are, because, you know, they're expensive treatments to have. So, yeah, I always think that price also reflects, you're paying a lot for somebody's knowledge.
Yes.
And that's one of the branches that I'm really passionate about, is I constantly educate myself and the team around me, because your patients can see that and can see the passion that you have for it.
And also the results, darling. So if you've got a patient or a client who's got bad skin and suddenly you've given them consultation, they've been under your supervision, and so after a few treatments, the skin's looking better, they're glowing.
Yeah.
They'll ask, who did you get your skincare from? They say, Rebecca Walker. So that's a walking advertisement.
Absolutely. So, I think, results speak for themselves. But, you need to be an educator for the client. And there's so many factors that go into being a skin specialist. You know, how do you make the whole journey of the client? So from when you walk into our Knightsbridge clinic, how does it make you feel?
Yes.
What does it smell like? Are you warm enough? You know, have you been offered a drink? There's so much to it. It's a journey. It's not just going in and jumping on somebody's bed and, you know, having a rub.
You made that sound sexual. So, you obviously, Dubai, you live in Dubai.
I live in Dubai, yeah.
Places you work in or anywhere else? Would you go around the globe? Like somebody invited you, like Saudi Arabia's up and coming Riyadh, they're investing millions, trillions.
Yeah.
Would you go there? That's an emerging market. Would you go to the US? It's got a huge population. India has got 1/3 of the, what 1.8 billion people?
Yeah. So that's actually really interesting. Someone told you anything?
No, no one's told me anything now. That's just...
No. So I was actually speaking at a conference on Friday to some distributors that got flown to the Middle East from Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Turkey. There was from all over, Middle East. And that conference was very much speaking about how we can educate in, around the globe and how we can take, it's a German brand that I speak for, and how we can kind of take our knowledge and educate. So I'm never closed to thinking that I wouldn't like to travel with it a lot more. I would, Saudi Arabia is definitely on the horizon for us.
Because Saudi Arabia is supposed to be the next Dubai. It's on the way up. And me, as your friend, as your entrepreneur friend, I'll say go to the market whilst it's rising.
Yeah.
And make more money.
Absolutely. My father actually lives in Saudi at the moment. So
right.
I have family out there. So
Which, in Riyadh?
he lives in Riyadh, yeah.
Because I'm supposed to be going to a boxing fight this Saturday in Riyadh. My friend's promoting a fight.
Oh, fantastic, yeah. Well, it's really up and coming. And there's lots going on. There's a lot of movement, especially Riyadh and Alula.
Alula's beautiful. I've been to Alula.
Yeah.
Really pretty. Have you been?
No, but we are actually got something maybe in the pipeline.
Really nice place. Been to Banyan Tree there. Very nice.
Yeah,
beautiful place.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, an incredible place where, I was speaking to them on Friday. Is so much opportunity. And I think this is just the start of it, really. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Do you prefer living in Dubai or in England?
Well, obviously, we're both from Cheshire.
Yes.
I mean, not originally, I'm not. But I lived in Cheshire for 10 years.
Yeah.
I do love Cheshire. I do. But I hate being cold.
Yeah, I think I like Dubai from November to Easter.
Yeah.
Because then it's nice, cool weather.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time, Europe.
Yeah.
You can't beat Mykonos. We're going to go Mykonos one day and celebrate your birthday.
I just find that that it's so windy that my hair gets stuck in my lip gloss.
Well, in Mykonos?
Yeah. So windy.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll put your hair in a bun. Okay, so...
Maybe I should just shave it. Yeah.
No, your hair looks cool.
Do you think?
Yeah, really nice. I like the way you had a blow dry for the podcast.
Oh, of course. Always. Absolutely.
Nice. You looked nice yesterday when I saw you at the beach club as well with your entourage.
I mean, that was incredibly hot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very hot. I had to leave there.
It was really uncomfortable, yeah.
I had to leave there.
That's what I mean. Cheshire's got... Cheshire in the summer is incredible, isn't it?
It is,
so
yeah.
I do really miss Cheshire in the summer, and
The only
I
problem
love
with
it.
Cheshire, darling, is that doing like right now, you blinked up, you've got a beautiful watch, you've got a Cartier bracelet, you've got Van Cleef bracelet, Van Cleef necklace.
You're gonna get me.
But you couldn't do that in Cheshire, because in Cheshire, what happened to me, I was coming home in my white Rolls Royce and 4 people jumped me for my watch. And it was a really...
And then they realised it was fake.
No, but I don't have any watch on me. And then we basically, they didn't let me go, and we had a big fight, and I had to go to hospital. But the point I'm making, you could not do that in Dubai. You could do whatever you want. I know this lady, she left her handbag in a taxi with loads of cash in it. The taxi driver brought it to the hotel.
Yeah, I think especially, when I was single out here, I didn't feel vulnerable at all. I felt incredibly safe living here and going out and getting in a taxi on my own, and nobody locks their doors here. But I wouldn't feel the same in Cheshire, and there was,
or anywhere in England, even London, Mayfair, it happens a lot as well.
I always feel quite vulnerable when I'm in London, which is really sad, because that's home, right? And we shouldn't feel like that. But I do, I don't feel overly safe at home. And again, when I was single, I would always go out with the girls. I'd never ever get in a taxi on my own.
You're not single anymore.
Oh God, am I going to break your heart? I like how you got in there.
Yeah, who's a lucky man?
Oh, we can't announce that.
So Rebecca, I met this lady in Marbella this summer.
Yeah.
She's got a clinic in Kensington. Mm-hmm. What she told me that she has loads of beautiful women coming there, like Russian supermodels. One woman comes in a different car every week, like Bugatti one week, next week a Rolls Royce, next week a Ferrari. Every week she spends silly money, and the guy she keeps an account and sells a bill like for 10 grand, 20 grand. Do you ever come across like those sorts of women in your industry? You've been in it for a long time, where they might have a rich guy who just pays for the girl to come, and the money's like water.
Yes.
You do?
Yes. Plenty.
Really? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we do. I have a lot of corporate women as well.
Yes.
But yes, especially London.
Yeah. So the girls just come in and get their, or do they have a running account?
I can't disclose.
I was not asking identity. I just want to know.
Yes, we do. People never really tell me their deepest, darkest, do they? So I will only know as much as I get told. But yes, I have a lot of girls or women, that could be funded. But I think, fair play.
Yeah, but really, then they're only with that guy for money. It's not like a normal relation. Like you've got a partner, you both like each other. That's a normal, holistic relationship. Mm-hmm. When it's a transactional relationship, number one, it never lasts. I've been in relationships that sadly have been transactional, and there's no long-term future. So I'd only want a long-term relationship with someone now. Yeah. As I've got older, where I saw some growth. It's like I'm in the property business, Rebecca. I won't go and view a property. If I'm not going to buy it, why waste time? So these guys are funding these girls just for a bit of fun. What a waste of time for the guy and the woman, because they're not going to settle down, are they?
You guys love beautiful things.
But I love you. You're beautiful, but you're with somebody else. But it's a shame. And those girls probably.
Do you know what? They just don't make them like me anymore, do they?
You're unique for sure.
Oh, honestly, I wish I could replicate myself, but I don't know how to do that yet. If anyone's out there that knows, let us know, because Nabil could have another one of me.
But maybe you could teach the girls how to look classy and sophisticated like you, to dress well, etc.
I think we've got lots of beautiful women. Every clinic that I do, I think, we've got lots of beautiful women, no matter where we go. So, yes, but I think the dating scene now in, 2024, I think is really difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's become very materialistic and transactional, and you're very lucky if you meet a person with good morals and ethics, who's obviously, it's important to have money, and that should be good in a relationship, spend it, but not purely transactional. Like a lot of people I've seen when they go out around the world to all these best places like Mykonos, Saint-Tropez, Marbella, Dubai, anywhere you go, the girls are there. The girls know the script. They go to the best places where they know where a guy can afford the tables, and they develop a relationship purely based on finances.
Are you talking about myself?
No. No, you're a nice girl, Rebecca. You go for the heart, you go for the morals and the ethics.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got to, when you meet somebody, you've got to work out what you both want and put it on the table.
Exactly.
And
your goals have to align, don't they?
Absolutely. Yeah. But I genuinely think dating now is really tough. I'm 34, and I've had lots of failed relationships. So it's really, really tough. It's not easy anymore. And I think now a lot more women have their own careers and are wanting to strive to, have their own empire themselves. So.
And there's very little loyalty right now in relationships because, for example, if you're dating someone who's worth, let's say, £100 million, and somebody else comes on like Elon Musk and asks that girl out, she'll say bye. She'll upgrade straight away. The loyalty is very scarce these days. And social media has corrupted a lot of people. People live the dream. There's a lot of fur coat, no knickers there. And also there's lots of women who will constantly want to upgrade, and there's not much loyalty. That's my take on it.
I guess you just have to do better, don't you lot?
Yeah, we have to make the wallet fatter and the body slimmer.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great analogy, yeah.
Make the wallet, because after the age of 30, Rebecca, they make it clear you're not handsome or good looking anymore as a male. You're either rich or poor.
Oh, that's so sad for you lot.
I'm just talking facts, darling. That's why there's no point in me having the facials anymore because it's either rich or poor. You're not handsome or good looking anymore.
I think you can be poor and handsome.
Yeah, I think so. I was only joking. If you can bring a lot to the table, if you're good looking, you're intelligent, witty, smart, charming, someone like myself, you bring a lot of value to the table.
Absolutely. I just think it's very hard to meet people these days. It's not easy. Really difficult. And like I say, yeah, you both want the same.
Exactly. You need the right
really
girls,
hard.
yeah. Because if you go out with the party girl, you'll end up partying. If you go out with a girl who's got her career on path, who's very disciplined like yourself, who exercises, eat clean, then you'll tend to follow the same footsteps.
Yeah.
So it's very important to have an aligned partner.
Oh yeah, and have a balance. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
I do love a spicy marg.
Do you say that for Europe or do you do it in Dubai for a spicy mark?
Global.
International.
An international spicy marg drinker.
Nice. But obviously, anything in moderation, that's the key thing.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, the disciplines is where it all comes from, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, and you have to have all your pillars aligned.
Yes, I agree.
And I'm not very disciplined with my work, though. I do let that take over maybe slightly more than I should.
Work, that's good. Keeps you out of trouble.
That is very true, yeah.
It's a good
Spicy
thing.
margs don't keep you out of trouble.
No, they don't. But I think your work, that's very important to make that number one priority.
Yeah.
Everything else should be on the side, not as high up.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've always strived to work really hard and have something of my own. I think it gives you self-worth and gets you, up out of bed every day.
Yes.
And it's a hobby. It's not a job.
And it brings discipline because when you know you have to be up early, you want to go to bed early. Simple.
Oh, I love sleep. I'm like a cat.
How many hours sleep do you get? 8 hours?
I like to have 8. I'm absolutely vile in the morning.
Yeah.
I've got to have a good hour. Really.
Is that why you wanted the podcast at 5 p.m? So you can.
I think that was you actually, wasn't it? That didn't get out of bed till 12, Mr. Disciplined.
No, because I'm out late. I'm on holiday.
You're drinking. You're having too many spicy margs.
No, keeping it clean, keeping it real.
Oh, you go out and not drink?
No, being healthy. You can't get a body. I'm losing weight. So Rebecca, I want to ask you. You live in Dubai. Dubai's your house, and obviously, what's your plans for the future? You're 34 years old. And me being your friend and real estate expert, would you buy property in Dubai and invest? Because you're not going to be in this business all your life.
Mm-hmm.
So
why?
Do you want to be in it forever?
Of course.
What about when you retire?
I retire late, I think.
Will you?
Yeah, absolutely.
What, 60?
Absolutely. I mean, if I can still, I'm fit and healthy, and I'm still here.
Yes.
I would love to retire later.
But my advice to you as your friend and an entrepreneur is when you make money from aesthetics, invest that money in real estate.
Absolutely.
Whether that's Dubai or England, because property cycle residential will always go up. So if you keep on buying a house or a flat, whatever you do, and building the portfolio. So when you retire, you've got nice rental income to live off. That's
good job I've got friends like yourself, isn't it?
That's what my counsel to you would be.
Well, thank you very much for your wise words.
So, Rebecca, it's great to have you as a guest on the podcast.
Thank you.
You're a very nice person and it's great to engage with you. And I've learned so much about skincare. And I look forward to meeting you in England and having a facial from you, actually a microneedle session.
Yes, I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to have that clinic. But I get a discount, Rebecca. Do I get a discount being your friend, or are you going to charge me 500?
I'm going to charge you 500 because I need to buy into real estate.
Do you? Okay. Then after that, I'll take you and your friend out for dinner. You know which friend?